Many UK universities require that you pay 50% deposit before you arrive in the UK. Previously, it was about 20%, but now many of them have upped the price to 50% deposit. And this has actually been one of the major concerns of students, because then they have to delay their admission in order to raise funds. But how about if we let you know that there is a university in the UK that allows you to come before paying that 50% deposit? In fact, you don't even need to pay any deposit at all before you arrive in the UK. Yes, I know some people will be like, that's not true, that's not true. But yes, it is true. You can come to the UK without paying that deposit, and it is when you arrive in the UK you can then pay the deposit when you have actually started your studies. If this is what you're interested in, make sure you watch this video to the end. My name is Stella, and in this channel we talk about relocation and everything about moving abroad, whether it is for work, for study, or for visitation. Now, if this is what you're interested in, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Now let's get started. Welcome back, guys. So the university we're going to be talking about today is the University of Aberdeen. I don't know if anyone has heard about this university, but when I heard about this, I was so amazed, especially about the other beautiful things that surround the location and even this university. This university in 2023 ranked to be one of the top 200 university in the world. Imagine schooling in such a university and the kind of reputation you will get after you have studied in this school. Like, you know, when you want to get international jobs, your universities kind of have a way of boosting your chances. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but it kind of have a way of increasing your chances of getting a job. So when you want to study in the UK, it's always good that you go to a university that is of a good rank. Another good thing about this University of Aberdeen is the cost of living in this environment. Where is this university located? It's located in Scotland, which is part of the United Kingdom. And one beautiful thing about Scotland is this cost of living. The cost of living is quite affordable, and some of these bills that we pay in the England is not even paid in Scotland. Yes, some of these utility bills. So it also means that the cost of living and what you are going to pay for is also reduced. Things are equally cheaper in Scotland as compared to England as well. The cost of housing too is cheaper in Scotland as compared to England too. Another thing about Scotland, or the environment where this university is located, is that the people there are quite warming, they are quite welcoming, they are open to foreigners coming into their environment. Now, I'm not stating this for everyone, because we know that in every country, in every society, in every community, there is always the bad eggs, but that doesn't mean that there are not the good eggs among the environment. So yes, they have the bad people and we have the good people, but in this case the good one supersedes over the bad one. Another thing about this university is the study time. You know, one thing we always tell people when they are looking for a university to study is that they should always pick a university that enables flexibility. Yes, so university, you have to at times be there like 5 times in a week or 4 days in a week, but some universities 1 to 2 times in a week you need to be physically present. The other time you can do your study online, and that is what University of Aberdeen is. It allows for you to have your classes online, and if you are required to go to school, it's probably going to be once or twice a week. That's where you need to be physically present in this school, and so that gives you enough time to plan yourself. If probably you want to work, you can have enough time to go about and work to raise some funds for yourself, to cater for your well-being and also to support in any way you want to. And probably you are someone that is into online activities, or maybe you are helping in website designing, or you are helping people to make hair, which are other skills you can do without necessarily needing to have physical work. Then you can go about carrying on this activity and raise some other funds for yourself. So you see, the importance of flexibility in a study can never be overemphasized, and the University of Aberdeen offers this. I just want to let you know that no one is sponsoring this video. Some people will be like, oh, maybe the University of Aberdeen is sponsoring her. Well, I would love it to be, at least it will raise some fund for me. But no, there's nobody sponsoring this video. We just have this keen desire to help people. Whenever we get or we hear this sort of opportunity, we let people know about it. Also, in terms of language, well, why some universities need you to write IELTS in order to come down to the UK to prove that you can speak English, especially if you are not in, or especially if you did not train in one of the major English-speaking countries. Some of these universities require that you write IELTS or OET. University of Aberdeen do not require that you do this, especially if you can prove that you are trained in English, if you are living in a non-English speaking majority country. So how can you prove this? You can prove this by bringing your transcripts to show that you are trained in the English, where it's being stated there that this student was actually trained in English, and it's enough to cover for you. So IELTS is not needed if you meet that criteria. Another thing they mentioned on their website is that because you are able to meet their standard of English requirements, which is proving that you were trained in English, you don't need to also submit any English requirements when you are applying for your visa. So some people will ask me questions like, okay, what about the visa? University of Aberdeen is saying that you don't need to prove English competency again to the visa body, so long you can prove that you were trained in English to them. That is sufficient for you to arrive in the UK when they have given you your cars. About the deposit, well, this is what brought so many people to this video. Deposit is not needed. Yes, it is not needed, although there is a twist to it, but deposit is not needed. You should pay your deposit when you arrive in the UK. That is where you are required to pay your deposit. I know of a friend at the moment that is studying in the University of Aberdeen, and she's about 5 months into the study and she hasn't yet paid her deposit. It doesn't mean that she won't pay it, but at the moment she has not yet paid it. But this allows to give her breathing space. No one is sending her a message that you haven't paid your 50% deposit, we are going to send you back to your country, you are going to do that. And if you have listened to stories of so many other students, you observe that before they even get to the UK, they are required to pay 50%. Imagine paying 50% of £20,000. Do you know how much is that? And some people are required to pay it before even arrival. And some university, after paying the 50%, you are required that the moment you arrive in the UK to do your study, within 1 to 2 months, you are required to pay the remaining amount of the money. It can be so stressful for the students, and so that is why University of Aberdeen is a right choice. It's not only about the money, it gives students breathing space. They are more concerned about the welfare of the student, the studies, and this is a good quality of a university, concerned about rendering service rather than just focusing on the money alone. In terms of welfare, the University of Aberdeen also offers accommodation to you. I know so many other universities offers accommodation as well, but the thing about University of Aberdeen is they don't require deposits before arrival, and they still offer you accommodation. That's to tell you the extent at which these people are concerned about your welfare. What about working in this environment? Yes, so the thing about the University of Aberdeen is that they do not influence your working hour. So there is a standard working hour for the UK students, which is already written in the UK Visas and Immigration Guideline, which is you're allowed to work only 20 hours per week. During the COVID era, they removed the restriction, but now the restriction is back for students. So you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week. Okay, so what I will advise people to do is you need to mingle with your friends, mingle with people around, network, and ask them how they go about this. I'm not going to say anything now because we're in online space, but you need to network with your friends and ask them what they do and follow them and ask them how they survive. And a lot of people are surviving with that. Okay, another thing you can do is you need to learn skills before you arrive in the UK. We always tell people to do this. What sort of skills? Skills like digital marketing, website designing, video. Like I'm doing a YouTube video now, I could equally pay someone to edit it for me. And these are things that you can do online without necessarily going outside to work 20 hours physical work. Another thing you could do is learning how to barb hair, learning how to make hair. Students are always needing people to present themselves, and there is one thing you must know about students: they love to look fashionable. So if you're able to have these skills, you can present it to them, and then you'll be able to survive even more. Like for you to make hair in the UK is quite costly, and imagine you have that skill and you are doing it from home. You know how much you're going to make from it. So guys, don't sleep on this, and there are so many more I'm just only listing two for now, but we have done videos on skills you can have in the UK, so you can go ahead and watch that video, learn those skills before you arrive in the UK and use it to work for yourself. Courses. What sort of courses can you do in this university? Engineering, accounting, philosophy, business administration, that's MBA, marketing, agriculture, artificial intelligence, cyber security, agriculture, law, criminal law and justice, real estate, biological sciences, and so many more. They offer these courses, and even health related courses too are offered in these universities. So guys, do not sleep on this. You can go to Aberdeen school website and check it out and see for yourself. I'm going to be dropping the link in the description so that you can take advantage of this. How about the weather? Well, that is where the drawback is. The University of Aberdeen is in Scotland, and if you have heard about the famous Scotland weather, especially in Aberdeen environment, it's like a woman that has a hot time and a cold time. You know, someone that is bipolar. In a day, you can have the four seasons. You can have cold, you can have sunshine, you can have rain, and you can have even snow. But if that is not your concern, and you're not so concerned about the weather because you know you can survive anywhere, you just want to have international exposure. And it's also a beautiful thing, you know, to experience different type of weather, different from what you are used to. Change is always what is required in the world these days. Then I feel like you should give this a chance. Give Aberdeen a chance and see how it's going to work for you. School fees. How about the school fees? Well, I'm not going to say Aberdeen is the cheapest school ever, because we have done cheapest school in the UK. I know when some people watch that video, they're like, is this cheap? Well, I can tell you that is cheap as compared to other prices, because at times international master studies can cost up to £30,000 in the UK. So if someone is granting you a cheaper one, you should go for it. Anyway, that is about that video. Now, in regards to Aberdeen, what is the school fees? Because Aberdeen is a state university, it's actually quite costly as well. It costs about £20,000 to £27,000 for you to do a master study for 1 year in the UK. Now, some people will be like, oh my god, I can't do that. But there's another thing you need to know, that Aberdeen offers scholarship and also offers funding. What is funding? We've also done a video on how you can get funding and scholarship in the UK. Please, I will encourage people to go ahead and watch that video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, it's time to do so. Subscribe so you can go ahead and watch that video. So you can get funding, which means that at times university in the UK offers to pay half of your tuition fee. So out of that 27,000, they can offer to pay half of it, or they can offer to pay 5,000 from it while you pay the other one. All you just need to do is to go through it, message them, and learn more about how you can go about getting funding from them. And once you've gotten the funding, you are good to go. Another thing about Aberdeen is that while you are not required to pay deposits, you are required to show proof of fund in your account to them for them to grant you a cash. So it's not looking as if I didn't say this. You are required to show them that you have the fund. You are not required to pay it, but you are required to show them that you have it in your account. The moment you have showed them you have it in your account and you have accepted their offer and fulfilled their other requirements, then they will grant you a cash. Now, once they have granted you a cash, you are required to use that cash to go and get your visa. Aberdeen normally grants people their cash 6 months before their resumption date in the school. If you go to Aberdeen website, you will see where they said that they want to introduce the deposit system for September 2023. But I have a friend that is coming in September 2023 and they did not introduce it to them. So meaning that they have not introduced it. So if they have it in their mind, probably in the next years to come, they might do that. So how about you take advantage of it now that they haven't brought it into place yet? Apply to Aberdeen School and take advantage of their no deposit system, which is ongoing at the moment. So when you are applying for your visa, you will also need to show another proof of fund to the visa and immigration, showing that you have enough fund for your school fees, which is number one, and number two, showing that you have enough money in your account to care for yourself for 9 months, which is the standard of every university in the UK if you are coming down for a master's degree. And also showing that you have enough money for your health subcharge, which you are going to be paying every year while you are in the UK. But the good thing about it is that every year, and this money must be in your account for 28 to 31 days. Yes, but this one I'm saying now is just the normal standard for every visa application and immigration, having that required of money to cater for yourself and your school fees and all that in your account to show to visas and immigration office. Why for Aberdeen, you are just showing them that you have the money, but you are not paying it in their account until you have arrived in the UK. At your own time, you pay for it. But remember, you have to pay for it before you complete your studies. So guys, that is all we have for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. So guys, that is what we have for you today. The University of Aberdeen is offering to you an opportunity to come down to study without paying a deposit. If I were you, I would take advantage of it before they change their system, and also try to inquire more to learn more about this. They always say it's always good to do your own research, and in this world of today, it's always good to do your own research. So while I drop the link in the description, remember to go through it and search by yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you too can be able to share this video to other people in order to encourage the growth of our community. We have done so many other videos in relation to masters, so I believe you should go straight to our video section and watch it and see how you can learn one or two from it. My name is Stella, and see you in our next video. Bye for now.